A web agency would quote you $15,000 to $30,000 for site like that. I built it in under an hour with AI. And the scroll animation you just watched, it's not a video, it's not WebGL. There is no 3GS anywhere in the codebase. And why it might break how you think about front-end development. Most developers, when they want premium scroll-driven animation, they go straight to 3GS. Or they fight with a video tag for an hour. Or they just gave up and slap CSS fade on it. I've been there. Generative video tools got good enough to create cinematic product footage from a single image. And AI coding tools got good enough to build an architecture to display it. Those two things converging, that's what you are about to see. Today we are going to cover the full tool chain setup step by step and also what is actually happening under the hood technically. Let's dive in. Here is the roadmap, 3 parts. First, the technical explainer, because before you build this you need to understand how it works. Second, the full build walkthrough. ChatGPT for the assets, Kling AI for animations, FFmpeg to break it apart, and Claude Code to wire all together. And third, the final one, is the end result. Okay, here is the thing most people get wrong when they see the site like that. They assume there is a video playing. There is not. They assume that this is WebGL or 3GS. It's not. What's actually happening is embarrassingly simple. A video is not magic. It's just a sequence of still images shown very fast. 24 images per second. That's it. That is the entire invention. So what we do, we take a video generated by Kling AI and we run it through FFmpeg. And it extracts every single frame to separate JPEG file. And now you have 120 to 180 numbered JPEG files. Frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, etc. Now the React code. We have a canvas element sitting in very tall scroll container. 400 viewport height tall. That's what creates the scroll distance we need. The canvas itself positions sticky. That means if user scrolls, canvas doesn't move. Now we bring GSAP ScrollTrigger, which watches the scroll position in real time. And the user scrolls from top of that section to the bottom. ScrollTrigger gives us a progress value. And we map that progress value to frames index. So the user scrolls, frame index update, and new image gets painted. It's literally a digital flipbook. And you're flipping by scrolling. That's it. Let's start generating our assets, and for that we will need ChatGPT first to generate our product images. We will need 2 of them, the start frame and end frame. Our product for today is gonna be fictional, the NovaPod X1 premium wireless earbuds. For the start frame we will need that earbud to be in the case, and for the end frame we will need that earbuds to be floating out of the case. And these 2 images will become our animation endpoints. Let's do that. Here is the first prompt to ChatGPT to generate our first frame. So it starts with a generate a product photography image of a single premium wireless earbud. Then some explanation how it should look, and very important, that landscape orientation. I will not go into details of the prompt. I will attach all my prompts, what I'm gonna use today, in the comments to this video. Okay, that looks good. It suggested us 2 different versions of images we can choose. So I think that this one is good enough, so I can download it. And then another prompt to generate similar earbud, but here we specify that earbud in an exploded, deconstructed view. Let's run that. And here is the result. Looks okay for this demo, so let's download this as well. Now we need to go to Kling AI, and here we need to select generate section. I selected that model, the latest one in their platform. Also, I have pasted the frames we generated with the ChatGPT, and also we need to paste our prompt here. And here the main explanation that earbud smoothly deconstructs from the outside in. And here just pretty simple setup, 1080p, 7 seconds, 1 output. And we can deselect that native audio, we don't need that. Let's press generate. And here's the result. So it looks okay. So I will use this one and download this video for my demo. But of course, if you don't like results, you can adjust your prompt, you can regenerate, and the same actually for ChatGPT generation of the frames. Let's proceed with this one for now. Now we need our terminal, and here we're gonna use FFmpeg. If you don't have that installed on your machine, just run brew install FFmpeg. I'm in downloads folder. Here I have that video I just downloaded from Kling AI, and there actually we can run that command with FFmpeg. So we need to specify the name of the video, then FPS, it's important in our case. It's 24 frames per second, and also I have created in downloads folder another folder, frames, and in that folder I just want to store all my frames. Once we run this command, FFmpeg will split this video into frames. Let's do that. It's done. So now we need to create a project folder. This is mine, earbud animation, and I move that frames folder here. And let's take a look at that folder. So here you can see there are a lot of frames, and I have in my case 145 frames. Cool. Now let's go to another step. I have adjusted a bit the folder structure, so I just created separate folder for static files. It's going to be public, and here we're going to have that frames. And also I created that file animation guide.md. In that file we actually gonna have instructions to Claude how to structure and build that project. I will also share it in comments to this video. Now we are ready for coding, but we are not going to do that. We will ask Claude to do that. For this demo, I'm gonna use desktop version of it. So here first we need to select the folder. So I have selected the folder of the project I just created. Then we need to select plan mode, and we need to paste our prompt. And prompt is not that much big because we tell Claude to take a look at the animation guide.md because everything actually stored there. Now we are ready to run it. And for all permissions, we can select in this case always allow for the project. And here is the plan created by Claude Code. He asked me some clarifications, and it was related to loader, now links and overlays. So here is my answers. Then he suggests this file structure to create. Actually, currently I don't that much care about file structure. I just want to see good result. And the rest steps, I think it's okay. We can blindly approve in this case and see what it will create. Let's approve. Claude Code says everything is done. So, and here is the summary. Perfect. I will go back to my idea, and I'm really wondering to open that scroll animation component, and here we can see that scroll trigger I was telling about, and here is basically the logic how we update that frames with the scroll. Now let's try to run the project and see if everything works correctly. And here is it, hero page. Now let's scroll down, and now we see that earbuds. Let's scroll down further, and now we see some text appear, some kind of sections, and we have that smooth animations. On scroll you can see scroll bar on the right, and then we go to the bottom of the website. That's perfect. Let's go down, let's scroll up and see again that effect. So we see that earbud become a single piece now. Perfect. I also have to mention that on the initial run, initial prompt, Claude Code still can generate it with bugs. So I would suggest you to run a next command and ask Claude Code to test the website, find bugs and fix them. Website with fancy animation is done and ready to be deployed. An agency would charge a lot for such kind of website because you need to involve designers and developers and plus probably testers. Now with a small stack of AI tools you can achieve it in hours, and the spend for it is gonna be around $20 to $50. Drop a comment, I want to know. What product would you build this for? An actual product, a side project, something you are working on? If this video was useful to you, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That will help me a lot. Thank you for watching and see you in a week.